Tonight, from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Atlanta Falcons taking on the Chicago Bears.
A full house expected here tonight, over 70,000, and the fans still filing into Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. Young Wei Koo all set to do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. And incomplete to open things up.
Normally he's pretty reliable. He usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, Fields. And that's incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, He's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Steps away. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Falcons grab it. Problems there on the option and a costly turnover.
Yeah, partner, you know we watch practice sometimes and we see those drills where the quarterback's running with the football and they're swinging pads at him and the brooms are out and they're trying to poke at the football for ball security. I have a feeling next week there'll be an extra session of that each and every day.
Yellow, 43.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 10 yards there to start the drive and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
A trade sent Bryan Edwards from a very crowded Raiders depth chart to a much more open one in Atlanta. It's a great opportunity for the third-year man who was an excellent deep threat in limited opportunities with Las Vegas. He averaged 17 yards per catch over 45 career receptions in his first 2 seasons. He could more than double that career catch total in his first year with the Falcons.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Jones. That's brought in downfield by London. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the option right, it's Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From the 10, 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Demir Bird from 10 yards out. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Scoring a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Back to Montgomery on second down. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. From the gun on third down, Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle. Trying to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Fields. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
And here's a rookie whose job isn't done just dropping quarterbacks to the turf. Arnold Ebiketie locks in on the ball from the get-go and does everything possible to strip it away from the quarterback in the pocket.
Now here's Trenton Gill on to punt. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it will be Falcon football. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out, and he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's Jones, throwing on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. A right side run with Patterson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Already known as one of the best return men of all time, Atlanta was finally the team to unblock everything that Patterson could do for a team. The Falcons used him everywhere. Running back, receiver, returner. He even saw a couple of defensive snaps. All told, he was 6th in the league in total yards, set new career highs in both rushing and receiving, and signed a new deal to stay in Atlanta.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones got Edwards now in the slant. Quick slant there, gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and this is picked up by the Bears. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Bears now ready to take over again. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. His throw incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
To throw is Fields, and that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Now here's Trenton Gill now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Ready. 53.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Ready. Yellow. 22.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bird. And he goes out right around the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
50 red. 50 red.
Jones now on 1st down. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jones. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a 1st down.
Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this 1st half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been a hard-fought battle to this point. 7-0 is the score, with neither offense really able to get on track. But let's not waste any time. We'll get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing on first down. Jones. Throw caught here by Bird. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off play action. Jones. He's got the tight end Ferkser right side complete.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
From midfield now on second down. Jones. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Webster now to return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bears take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
An injury cost Montgomery 4 games early in the year, which kept him from repeating his 1,000-yard season from the previous one. He still reached over 800 yards and caught another 42 passes, and is firmly entrenched as the Bears' top backfield option for his 4th season.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On second down, Montgomery. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Back to throw. Fields. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Here's Williams to return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Falcons offense set to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room. Maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10.
Yellow, 43. Ready.
Now Patterson to start the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stumped the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Straight ahead, Patterson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook that can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll go again with Patterson, and he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Onto the field now come the Bears. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Stop made by Marlon Davidson.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And some room to work. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, 67 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 8 coming up.
60 ready.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Bears have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Well, the Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Patterson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start with the option, and he is going to lose yardage here. Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fields now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Here comes Webster. So a change of possession here on the punt. Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. To the 43, 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now it's 2nd and 9. A handoff for Herbert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they will take a knee here. On second down now, Herbert. And some room to roam now. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.
Sports.